Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Marty. Safe, good morning. Good to see you. And good morning, YouTube. Let's get this show on the road. And what we got going on is a market that is out of sync. Big sell off over the Globex session. We have Globex at 746, so it's quite a distance away. The market opened up that Globex session and just continued to sell off. If you look at the bigger picture here, you're seeing a stair step lower. This is the third one. So we'll see what this market is all about. The market is out of sync. So it's a two-sided market at the open in 1 minute. And I mean, a couple of things that need to happen. Either we pop up to 622, then pullbacks are buyable on a scalping basis, but it has a good potential to go to 50 and 70. If we break 548, here comes yeah, they're selling. Oh wow. Okay, that's a sell-off. So our target right now is 521, by the way. So they're putting the captain setup short right here. That is a bit of an issue because this could be just simply a trap. Ah, that's no good. There's a trap. Good for them. I mean, they put a captain setup switch trade, so I just I'm gonna get out of that trade. That's a little bit noisy. There was a captain setup switch trade, and I recovered. Market is in sync. That is a flat. Wonky. Captain set up long on the 30 in Tirinko. So they put on this formation and basically are trading above it against that next target. So we may end up going all the way back to 70. And if we do that, the market will be out of sync. So it looks like what we're going to be experiencing here is a bit of consolidation at these at these lows. Good for them. Boom. About to close that target. We need to close under that 20, and the next target will be closer to 500, actually at 95, 96. $40.60, yeah. Target is hit. Next target is 496. Here you go. Good morning, Holden. Target is 96. We're about to hit that target. Wow. Okay, next target is 471. 471. 471. That's the target. I'd like to get another rally here, maybe retesting 24 if I can. I know. I mean, I positioned myself there, but it just got choppy. I took a flat, and I was waiting to see if they hit 70 and come back in, and they just sold off. I mean, my bias at the open was short, just due to the fact that the 200 and the 100 are in sync. So here you go. I mean, we break the 500. We're gonna come back. Yeah, I mean, why didn't I? But if you want to see it, you see the opening range, the two opening ranges, and the market comes up to the middle of the range on both at the open, and boom, takes off. So that's what was telling me, hey, listen, the bias is short, get in short. Plus the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side. So you're getting a lot of that going on. AT&T Rinco Captain setup, that's just basically all over the place. Watch out for that. We're very close to a new target, and the market most likely is going to bounce back up a little bit. a bit of a rounding behavior. I mean, even when you look at this is just a bit of a rounding behavior. So I see the market trying to probably flush sell some more people, then bounce right back up. So right here, I rather be short than long, but I'm also conscious. Here we go. So they tagged the stops. Huh. Target is hit. Next target is 446. No, they're furious here. Man, they're just determined to sell it off. So I'm looking for rallies as a short opportunity toward the next target. So that was a little bit of rounding behavior, and they just basically broke it. And now we're heading toward our next target of 446. ES, how is ES doing? ES is really in sync with NQ, and both are just selling off. That is a good thing to see. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to look for the short side till proven otherwise. We're about to hit the next 446 target. Think short, George. Think short. Target is hit. Next target is 421. Then we have target number 4, which is 406.5. Then we have target 5, 61.5. Let's look at the bigger picture. I mean, you're coming up. We talked about that yesterday, right? So let's see here. So you had the double switch trade here that the market put on, and you're coming into the bottom end of it. And then you have this rotation that is a very critical rotation. Okay, so now this area and this area, the 350 to the 250, and also this zone. Basically, for the longs to be in charge, you almost have to break that 548.50. So they have to trade above 500. And if they don't hold it here at the bottom end of this range, they're gonna sell it into 400 and start targeting that lower range. Yeah, I mean, I hate to be the predictor of the turn. It's just never is unless I am averaging with big pockets. It's kind of hard to find that turn or trade that turn. To find it is you could just okay. So I mean, at least here we go. They're trying. $43. All right, potential captain setup long on the 50 NT Rinko if we break 46. So 46 is a level that we need to be very conscious of, especially after this big of a sell-off. Yeah, nope. Yeah, not yet. We're about to catch that target here. That's a switch trade. That's another switch trade. There's a lot of switch trades going on here. Ah, another switch trade. Okay. Let's see if I can get to 46. Be honest with you, if it gets to 46, I need to hold on to it to 60. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna go to 46. Come on, baby, let's go. 46. So I'm gonna keep it till 60. Switch trade here would be very nice. I'm trying to hold on to it, but boy, here we go, 60. That puts me in a position where I could go cover at 46 and wait for 60. That's not, that's unfortunate. That's fine. I'll take it. Well, fuck. Profit. What is that? Yeah, look at it now running. So what got me into it, really, just I needed to, I couldn't sit there through that captain setup. I had to kind of take a profit. But that's a captain setup long that we just saw. You know? I'd rather be short than long, but that after a massive sell off and you put a captain setup like that, I'll just take a shot at it. And it wasn't easy. I mean, look at it here. They dropped it. I mean, I had my stop right under the target, and then I held on, and I was hoping to see that 60 come up. It did, but the market just kind of had to go that one more push lower before. Yeah, look at that. Oh, so you bought that one, man. That captain set up short kind of scared me away. So now the market is out of sync. So what does that mean? It's a two-sided market. Yeah, you sure did, Adam. Good job, bud. All right, so let's go back to our chart that we were just playing around with, right? See, like literally came into the bottom end of that double captain setup. So right here is consistent with them with a lot of buyers stepping in. Now we have to break 521. If we do, then that will set the stage for a market that could be into 2-3 candles higher and 600 to be retested. Okay, so the market is out of sync, so it's not decisively short anymore, and there are buyers stepping in. We're testing harmony zone number 2 to the tick and coming back in. That's consistent with a short behavior still. I want my my 35 back. So you got 60 and 90 out of it. But boy, that I had to kind of sit through that one. Too bad. It's gonna. Here you go. 501 all day. All day. Yeah, they're about to flip the script on people. All right, so market is in sync on the long side. We have a long target of 546. Pullbacks are viable on a scalping basis only. The reason why is because there is a massive short channel the market is producing. But that doesn't mean we wouldn't have a big move as a counter. So I have to be scalping that and not trade it. Uh-oh. Something getting... Uh-oh. Here we go. So that's fine. The market now is out of sync. So it went from being in sync on the long side to out of sync. That's fine. You could do that. You could do that. And going back all the way down to harmony zone number 2 to retest. Okay. The short said not too fast. Not too fast. So right here at that 500, the market needed to hold. Yeah, that was a double top right there. That's fine. It's all about reading the market. I mean, if to start breaking that 446, I'm gonna start looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity on a swing trade basis. Here we go. We're about to get there. You gotta get there. That's interesting that we just bounced right off of it like that. Okay. It looks like we're sideways here for a second. Captain setup. 45. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's see. 46. 60 to the 50. They're here we go again. They're doing something similar to what they did before, right? Where was that? Yeah, right here. Remember this? It looks like a rounding, and then just drop it. So they're trying to do the same thing here. Okay. Market is out of sync. Yeah, it is a bit of a risky long. I'm gonna try to stick to market in momentum, meaning market in harmony. Higher low, if you look at the 842 low, this is a higher low that the market is making. Now that right, this formation, man, why do I want to do this? I will give it a shot. With one contract. If you go back 71, I'll get to my 77. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna stop me. That's what I get for trying to trade. It's a high risk to long. It is a high risk long. Good for them, man. Good for them. I would call that, yeah, out of sync. Market is in sync on the short side, so let's figure this out here. I need to stick around and just do trades that are more high probability. That was silly. Okay. So target is 421. Look right here. Damn it. Let me see here. Okay. Market is in sync on the short side. They're just bouncing it around. Let's see if I can find a trade here. Is the market in sync? Yeah. Switch trade right here. Shit. Damn it, I put it on a little bit more size than I thought I was gonna. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. I put it on the wrong size. God dang it. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. I end up putting 5 contracts by accident. Just blew up an account. Oh, that's pissing me off right there. Fuck. Damn. Yeah, that sucked. That really sucked. I looked up and I had 5 contracts. I was trying to get into one, and this thing just boom out. Yeah, not too happy about this one. All right, that's the captain setup on the on the captain setup long on the 200 NT wrinkle. So here we go. I mean, we're heading back to the opening range. Target is 546. Motherfuckers. Target is hit. Next target is 571. We're at the bottom end of the opening range right here. So a bit of resistance against target number 4 and 70. So Captain set up long. I mean, ultimately, this is where it's at right here. It's a Captain set up long on the 200. So we may end up going all the way up to 38, 638. Damn, look at that, how fast that is moving. Well, the market woke up here. The longs woke up. Captain set up short right against that target. Let's see how far they want to go with it. Really? Target is hit. Next target is 596. Yeah, we should get a bit of a pullback here and then around 90. Captain set up switch trade here, so we should be able to get a bit of a pullback. I mean, I could take a shot at it here. Well, no, not really. Here we go. Let's see. Here you go. Let them sell it off into the 60. Yeah, you see the longs are still active. I mean, there's a bit of distribution going on here against that target. Okay, switch trade. So we're gonna see get a little bit of a selling pressure here. Yep, yep. That's exactly what we talked about yesterday. But yeah, no fill on that one. Target is hit. Next target is 621. Damn. Couldn't get a fill on that. We're hitting that 600, and we have a 650 as a target too. All right. That's a good one. Pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis with a target, and the target is 621. I mean, I got into this entry here with an exit of 10 points, but it has potential of going higher. Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And target is coming up at 621. .98 and .09. Yeah, maybe we need to should back off a little bit. There's our stops right under here, so I could go 90 to even 90 to a whole number is kind of sketchy. So let's just hold off here because we're too close to a whole number. Unless if I'm trying to go for like 5 points or something. I may just want to take like a 5-minute break. I mean, we were trading so good. Then I get caught up in that. Just need to let it go. Yeah, Joseph, I'm reading your notes here. So is it a $50,000 account? So if it is, then you can take a 5 micro and give it 20 points and take a $200 stop, and that will give you basically 12 trades in a row that has to go against you, and that will keep you in the game fairly, for a while, till either the account pays you out or you blow the account. But it gives you a stay, longevity. Because what it sounds like to me that you're swinging for the fences here. All right, boys and girls, let's see here what we got going on. And we're at the top end of the opening range right here. I mean, this market is just, boy. And when I said this has a little bit more room to go, it had a whole lot more room to go. Good luck, Joseph. Good luck, buddy. We're rooting for you. Yeah, let me take my 5-minute break. I'll be back. All right, so what we see here is two switch trades into a pullback, and now the market is sitting here in the middle of the range. Still, the market is in sync on the long side. You got the 600 as a support, along with harmony zone number 1, plus that 90. So pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis. The only issue that we're seeing here is we are in the middle of the range. So this is a natural area for the market to retest the channel, and the channel is on the short side, right? So that's the channel right here. So they're trying to go above it. That's just fine. I mean, that's just considered also within the channel, be honest with you. I mean, like right here. So breaking above it is breaking above 650. And if we disconnect, meaning the market is no longer in sync on the short side, I mean on the long side, that means we probably most likely are dropping below the 80. That will set the stage for this whole thing to collapse into the 550, then retest this captain setup. But whenever we see a captain setup on the 200 NT Rinko, it's typically a big move. Okay, so we're in an area where the market is pausing to rebuild the stops. That's what the market is doing. I mean, if you want to get, I don't want to get cute with this market. I want to go long till proven otherwise, and being proved otherwise is really dropping below this harmony zone number 1. Like right here in and around 1875, I would expect the market to pause and run back up. Do I want to go long there? 1875. Let's see if once we get to 1875, what we do. Here it comes. $21. So they stopped it at 21. Let's see. Let's see. Good for them. Good for them. Here we go. So we got to 21, not 1875, and ran back up. Our target is 646. We are at the top end of the opening range. So the market responded to it, came back and to retest it. So this is a resistance area till proven otherwise. Like you really have to break the 40s, 60s, come back, retest in order for us to be trading clearly above this opening range. And if you look, that's what the market did here at the open. Came in, broke it a little bit, came back and retested, boom, put a captain setup, ran it up, came to retest, boom. So that's kind of what you're looking for here. And you're seeing the market getting a bit tired. So that's an inflection point in the market that we need to be very careful with, because they will chop people up really here, because a lot of traders are expecting a breakout, you know? So I rather wait for a pullback, and even maybe a pullback down to the 86s, flush all the buyers from 600, then making a higher low out of the bounce off of the 90s, right? And then run back up. I mean, that's a scenario, but that's a swing trade scenario, right? So you're seeing it here. You're seeing the tiredness. You're seeing what would look like a double top. Okay. Yes, 1475. Okay. Okay. So that is a bit of we're pushing away from this middle of the range. It's like I think I just need to be patient. I'm still looking for the longs, but yeah, the market is going sideways. Like it's not. There's no momentum on the upside right now. And we talked about the 90s, the 85s as a pullback, a decent pullback that would make sense as a trap for all the people who are trying to protect the 600. So if you dump everybody under 600, get to the 90, 85, and then run it back up, that would be like a scenario that this market can really do. All right, baby, let's go. Let's go. No, yeah, it's still solid here. Switch trade. How is Marty doing in this market, man? I'm sure you're making a little bit of money. There's a lot of continuation here. I mean, I see some of them kind of come back in and retest, but you're getting a whole lot of switch trades that are producing. Holden, how we're doing, buddy? Adam, where we at? Becca, where we at? Sheila, where we at? YouTube, how's everybody doing in YouTube? Let's go. Let's go. Potential captain set up short on the 50 NT wrinkle. Just happened at 14. So now that puts us in a position where, hey, you could play that game. Man, I mean, I'll be going against the trend, and that'll be a counter trend. But and there's a captain set up short on the 30 NT wrinkle that happened a little bit earlier. So we need to watch for that and see. Like, do I really want to do this here? Like, I want to take trades in sync with the market, and the market is sync on the long side. Then they're putting these type of formations. I mean, I may take it with just one account versus copy trading. That's interesting. What do I make out of this? We're coming back up to the top end of the opening range. I mean, look at this. Okay, yeah, they're breaking it. Okay, that's good for them. At least make a decision what you want to do. Up 1,000 for Marty. Good job. Okay, market is still in sync on the long side. They're just trying to work this area. We hit our target. Next target is 671. $30 to $60. Just one account. We'll see what we can do with it. Good for you. Let's see here. Damn. Yeah, that kind of kills it, really. I mean, unless I go 22. 28. Switch trade. Let's see if they sell it off here. They should. 21. Do I want to be at 21? Okay. 21 to 32 or higher. I gotta go break even. I gotta go break even on this. It's either gonna come and get me. Oh man, that's a break even. I definitely don't want to see a switch trade right here. So that's a flat. I actually made like a tick to pay for commission on this one. I need my 10 points. Ain't no sunshine. Now it's gonna go, right? That's fine. Bastards. All right, guys, hit that like button, comment and share, and thank you for spending your trading day with us. And here comes that big move. You look at that. Look at that. I wasn't. I was right in the right spot. It just. Anybody along? Back to this, right? I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier. It's like, hey, listen, and they put a captain setup. They came back, broke it, came back and retested it, and now you're making these higher lows. I was hoping to see higher lows on the 90, but the market is just too strong here. And now we're gonna start seeing maybe 60s and 80s, and potentially that whole number. $35, $31. Okay, I'll trade. I'll see if I can get 31. Market's in sync on the long side. We have a target of 671. $31 to $41. Not today. We'll see. I may have to consider getting out of this trade earlier. I'm flattening this trade because the way it's coming back down, it tells me it's going to probably consolidate here. And it's too close to my stop for me to stick around. See that? I mean, the cloud shifted. It's not shifted, but the momentum shifted. So that tells me I need to get out of there. I'll take a small, very, what is that? 1.5 points. The reason to be in the trade is no longer there. Why do I need to torture myself? Why do I need to torture myself? No. Take small profit, move on. They're just loving this patty cake business that they're doing here. Just playing around at the top end of the opening range and they're just chopping people up. I mean, if they close above 40 again, then we have multi-candle run to 60. If we break anything under 13, we're going to retest 600 and potentially go to that 85 that we talked about. So patience here is not bad. I mean, let's wait to see how they're going to close some of these levels. $620 is hard to break. On the downside, yeah. I mean, it's you're literally looking at harmony zone number 1, so they just keep hitting it and bouncing back, hitting it and bouncing back. I appreciate their effort, but we're spending way too much time, and it does make sense. Look where we at. We're literally at the middle of the range on this big move. And that's an area where the test for the strength of the downward move is getting challenged. So they're spending a lot of time here. They're building stops right above the market. And they're just trying to see if they can take them out. But every attempt at it gets rolled over. So the big picture, the big channel is short. The short-term picture is long, and there's a big fight literally in the middle of the range. So this is a reversion mean trade, and a reversion mean trade means that the market is going to go lower. But I'm not going to commit to it. You got to do a whole lot more work for me to kind of commit to that. Like you've got to break the 600, you're going to bounce back up. And when you do you make a lower high? And do you fail to make a new high, like a break above 55? The market needs to do a whole lot of work here. And it needs to tip its hand one way or another. We understand this double switch trade into this captain setup, so that is a big buy in between that 25 to the 44, and now in the middle of the range. See, we go back to that 20, Adam, and boom, right back up. Okay, so here we go. See that? That's the 40s. So now the stop to this is 20, and you're looking for 60. That's a long behavior here. So, I mean, I could take a shot at it here. Okay. Okay, I mean that's a lower, I mean a lower high. I mean that could push the market a little bit lower. That's fine. I'll take 34.44. Yeah, 34.44. We'll see. They're taking out the stops right under here. Just need them to flush quickly. Okay. 34.44. My stop is a point. Either it's going to work or it's not. Come on, you could do it. I know you can, or otherwise you cost me 20 bucks. And they cost me 20 bucks. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Now, if I can do that all the time and just cost myself only 20 bucks per trade, per contract, boy. Captain set up short on the 70 NT Renko at this 22. That's a signal right there. So there's distribution going on. There is distribution going on. I may just want to take it and on a one. And the target will be 91. Stop is 50s. That would be a bit of a counter trend, really. But you know, you can't. You're looking at it right here. I mean, look at that. Boom. Captain set up short, right at that top end of the opening range. You're gonna start. They may not give it to me. They're not giving it to me. Yeah, we're gonna market is out of sync. Damn. Like, what do I have to do? Just jump in there? I mean, that would. I mean, against this trend. Fuck. I don't know. Maybe Adam. I'm sure Adam is all over that bad boy. You're probably all sized in on that one. I mean, yeah, that was a sign for me too. To be honest with you, that switch trade into a retest of the switch trade. That's probably Marty took this trade. I almost guarantee you, Marty took this trade and ran up here into it, and then got in around that 20. I know you did. I could read your mind. I was like, okay, yeah, he took that one. You may be freaking like right now the market is out of sync. So here we go. So these rotations will start working. And you have a target of 90. So 96, you're gonna get a pause, then 90, they'll they'll drip into it, and the stop to the straight is 50. I mean, let me see what I can do though. I mean, okay, do I want to get in here at 30? I mean, that's a spot on a bounce. Do I want to get aggressive and try to go short here? I mean, that's really super aggressive if there's momentum on the short side. But I'm gonna be patient, and we'll see. Let them get to the 30. From 30 back down, it'll give me at least 10 points. From 30 to 19. Actually, let's make it 31 half. 31 half. Ooh. To 20. No. Okay. So, what does that mean? I would have to get in right here at the 18 which I really don't like that. I don't like it. Because that means I need to break 8 and break that low in order for my trade to really work out, and I need a little bit more room. Like I cannot make my target the break. I mean that's a lesson that I heard the hard way, and I'm still learning it sometimes. It's like you almost, my target has to be prior to them breaking, and if they happen to break it, then it's just this extra juice. Here comes that. Here comes the break. Ooh, baby. You guys are getting paid. Here comes that 96 we talked about. They're going to pause it here and run it back up to 05. And then you have the 90 as a target also. Well, there you go. They're not even playing that game. Hit 90. You're up 3,800. Jeez, good job. Took your trailer. It has to be a very quick one. You cannot take it? What do you mean you cannot take it? And I can't take it anymore? I don't understand. It's a good spot to be in, bud. Big spot. All right. Marty's the king for the day. All right. Well, let's talk about this. We break 70. Okay, so we break 70, then the market is in sync on the short side. I mean, I understand this move. Now they're putting a captain setup long right here. I mean, what do you want to do? You want to do this? Let's see. That's what they want to do. And I'm going to put my stop right under that move. And that's like a 6-point stop. I should be able to get my target in no problem. And actually even better, 02. Let's get to 02. I'm breaking even. I can get a little bit better prices here at 03 or break even. But why do I want to do that though? Damn it. I want to get a little bit better. I mean, I got my 10 points. I should have been all out already, but I'm trying to get a little bit more out of this trade. Here we go. 03 to 05, and actually if I get to 03, I get to 06. I'm gonna get I'm gonna be a greedy bastard. Let's go. And this is a break even plus. I'm gonna be a greedy bastard. Let's go. I know you could do it. I know you could do it. Let's go. Thank you. How about that? I know. should have been even a greedier bastard. Look at that. Ooh, baby. Who said greed is good? Oh man. Market out of sync. Yeah, they lost hope. Okay, I mean, let's go back to that idea that we were talking about. Literally, see, that's why I said the 96 is 96 is in 90s. Um, it's an area for a good reason, because that is literally the middle of the range of it's in the middle. It's the 50% of the opening range between 7 and 8, and we're getting the first touch of it. So they typically will just pause and try to rebalance. So then they put a captain set up long for me right here. I was like, okay, well, what's my risk? My risk is the bottom of that, which is 83. It's a 6 points, and I can go to target number 2 or the middle of the range. And then boom, they just take off with it. Like somebody slapped their mama. I want my shit. I want my contract back. 19. That would be a big move. Let them pull back. Gonna go take a break for 5 minutes. My order is 2350 to 2350, 3350. Okay, that's reasonable. Let's see if I can get filled down here. We'll go from there. I got out of this trade. Alexa off. Alexa off. Yeah, it was just not behaving right here. Adam, just in case I change that link. But if you want me to take you out of that list, I can. Okay, market is out of sync again here. So this is a double top right there. Yeah, I mean, like really, we needed to kind of pop back up. Yeah, I know, but I could change that. Like sometimes I do change them. So that's, damn. I'm glad that I got out of that trade. I mean, would have been a full stop, and that's okay, but. So what we got going on here? We got a market that is out of sync. Just amazing. I mean, like a huge run up, hardly any retracement. Huge run down, no retracement. Like it just, that's just a big old stop runs on both sides. You look at the 100, you look at the 100 NT Rinko, that's a double top. For all what it's worth, 50 is a big resistance, and we can start looking at the market in that direction. Right now, we're back to that area that launched the whole move upward. If we end up breaking 571, then that's a thing. '60, 560 is support. So if we end up breaking that 70, we're probably gonna get a bit of a bounce back up, and then I'll start going short on a swing trade basis, and that would be a good thing. My stop is, I'm putting a 12-point stop. Let's see if I can get to my 8. I should be able to get to my 8. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. The question is why? Opening range came back down to that same area, which is the middle of the range, and it's the second time, so that's a little bit sketchy. But what we had is harmony zone number 2. So I was like, okay, I can take it there. I break anything like 10 points, I'm out, and I have a shot at, a complete reversal, like what they did here. It may not end up doing the same thing, but at least I can get out of there, and there's a bunch of stops above 600. I can get out there too. But anyway, so that trade worked out. I wasn't a greedy bastard on that one either. And I copied it across the board. Well, not across the board, across 4 accounts. Let's see if we can put on another one. One more time. Juan, I left an order open. No, I left it because I wanted to execute there, and I knew where my stop is. I know where my target is, and I came back and I got rid of it a little bit earlier, before full stop. That's an up 550 I'm done for the day. See you guys tomorrow. Excellent, Marty. Good job, buddy. You don't want to make that 10,000 today? When you're good, you're good. All right. Good enough. Good job, buddy. What worked for you today? It's a buzz, really. If you're looking at it from the 100 NT, it's a buzz saw right here. This market is a buzz saw. It's just literally just going in and around the middle of the range and just taking out the longs, taking out the shorts, and playing games with people. there's an area of distribution here that we keep hitting and getting faded off of. So I'm hoping we can get a pullback and make a higher low and then start running up to target of 70. We may not get this. The market may just simply just run up to 70. That's our target. Then you have two other targets. One big one is target number 5 right here, which is 95.75, and it's the bottom end of the Globex band. So now we are starting to inch into the Globex area, and that's a big deal. You know, we'll get resistance, we'll get pullbacks, but that's a recovery area. It's a V recovery, obviously, at this point. Hey, Safe, how are you, buddy? Any good today? $660. Target is about to hit. Yeah, they're not gonna come back. Target is hit. Next target is that target number 5 that we talked about, which is 95.75. Meaning 700 is not too far away. I mean, you would think we start getting anywhere between target number 5 and 6, which is usually an area of fading. That's an extended market, and you will fade. 9 out of 10. You get into this zone, this block, this market will start getting faded. Like, I hate to kind of looks like I'm gonna get cute with the market. It will be 09. And 23. Either that or 26. 26. Here we go. 26 and 09. And the stop is right above Globex. Yeah, the 09 one is an issue actually, because that means my target is right under 700, but we'll see. We'll see how we get there. But it looks like we are about to get there. I mean, that is a bit of a kind of risky fade, but it's not really that risky. I have a whole lot of distribution at the 50-60 area. I don't want to sit through a big move, but right now the market is trending. It's a V recovery. So the shorts are giving up in this area, and on a big run up momentum into this zone, I should be able to get a fade off with a profit, because you're just exhausting everybody here. The longs are piling on, the shorts are giving up, then there is that momentum, and you're running into a zone that is overextended, and we're about to hit our target here. We'll see. I mean, we're starting to entering the, we're about to enter the Globex band. It's 9, 10, 15, 16, and 20. Yeah, like, do I want to? Yeah. Man. we go. Come on back in. Here we go. They're trying to fade it, but you could tell that they're still strong. They're putting a switch trade. They're going to run it up here. You got 700. Get out of here. Two switch trades. Come on, baby. You know you want to run up. I know they want to run it up here. Run it up. I mean, if they want to put a captain set up short right here, I'm not going to play around with it. I'm just going to stick to my guns and just do this number right here. Yeah, they're putting a captain setup. Probably. So they put the captain, set up short, came back, retested lower high. Now they're testing this. We'll see. We'll see. So speed, range, and behavior. Speed is slowing down for sure. Range is still expanding on the upside. Behavior is long, and we're running into this block of prices right here. See that captain setup came back, lower high, lower high. So they're trying to walk it down, but I think we're most likely gonna pump up into this zone and then get faded, because that would be a perfect place for them to trap bunch of longs and truly let the shorts give up. So I'm gonna keep my orders where they're at. If it happens, it happens. If we break anything under 650, then those orders are gonna get canceled. And it's 11 o'clock already, so 11 o'clock. Here we go. Yeah, let them break the 700. A whole lot of sideways price action here. I mean, the distribution is real here. All right, guys. So I think I'm gonna call it a day here. I mean, decent day on 4 accounts. I had that one little snafu where I thought I had one contract and ended up with five. Stopped me for 20 points, and that was the account. Not fun, but it happens. Need to pay more closer attention to how I'm sending these orders. But anyway, so that's gone, and the rest of them are moving forward. And we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. You guys have a good one. Cloud colors. Whenever you see that pink or salmon color, that means that the current trend right here is short. And as you see, when the market is, has that cyan color, that tells me that the trend is long. What helps also understanding this zone, which is the harmony wave. Whenever you are in a harmony wave and the color is cyan, you're getting pushed toward the upside, and you're also getting momentum. The same thing applies on the downside as well. And how you could use this information is typically right after the market shifts, the first and the second moves are typically a solid ones that you could capitalize on them. And you could go back as far as you can and just look at how the market behaves. Short, then the market shifts. And with shifts, you shift with it. Okay? Short, the market shifts. They keep doing it. But the colors are just it signifies direction, then it signifies momentum once you see the harmony wave. And you could base decisions based on that. Does that answer your question? Okay. All right. We will see you guys Friday tomorrow. Let's do it.